Hey guys, it's Christine with another Truth or Rant. I came across this post yesterday saying that Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel aren't going to vaccinate their son, which I think is a good thing. People are flipping out on both sides though, but since we're so entranced with celebrity worship as a culture, I think it's good because it's going to get people talking. It's going to get people that are in the middle, that aren't really questioning, that aren't really passionate on both sides, like asking questions and looking into things and doing research. Things like, why are they mandating vaccines, and why is this such a heated topic, and why every time there's a vaccine outbreak, people that are vaccinated with boosters, are still getting the disease. So it's a really good time to get information out there, to talk to people, to try and engage in conversations with people about this, and just trying to educate them and empower them. So one of the reasons I think that people do get so heated about this is this thing called herd immunity. And herd immunity, what is been sold to you as this thing where, if you don't get vaccinated, you're not only a threat to other people, but society as well, and the whole planet. And you're going to bring back all of the diseases from the dead, like the Black Plague, and it's going to be, the stand and outbreak all over again. And it's going to be the end of humanity as we know it. And because of this, you're a horrible, evil, ignorant, crazy person, which we know is not true, but this is the perception. So what they don't tell you about herd immunity, though, is that it was coined in the early 1900s by an epidemiologist named A.W. Hedrick. And he studied measles for about 30 years in Maryland. And he discovered that people that acquired measles naturally did not spread it, and therefore created herd immunity. But it was a natural occurrence. They don't tell you that vaccine-induced immunity leaves your antibodies, makes your antibodies wane after a certain time. You're not protected for life. And I know this because this is why you need to get booster shots. And also, in cancer patient outpatient papers, they tell people, if you have chemotherapy, that you should not be around anybody who's recently vaccinated. They say the same thing to AIDS patients or anybody that has a compromised immune system. I also know this by reading inserts that says you can shed the vaccine up to 90 days. And there's studies, which I'm going to put in the links below, animals and humans, showing that they've been able to spread the disease after they're vaccinated. So also, when there's outbreaks of diseases, a lot of the people that get them have been vaccinated 2 and 3 times. So they've had their booster shots in addition to their original vaccines, and they still get the disease, which shows you how their theory has just failed miserably. So going back to this Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel thing, I tell myself I'm not going to engage with trolls because I really feel that they're there to divert your energy and to kind of mix things up, so people who are in the middle don't really, kind of get so overwhelmed that they just decide to leave it and not even think about the subject anymore. But anyway, I don't engage with trolls anymore. I just go to websites and I drop information just to give people who are really curious some kind of fighting chance, in this vaccine war and this information war that we're in. Because I don't engage because they never read anything you post. They call you names and make vicious ad hominem attacks. They say things like you're spamming them and, get your comments removed when you're not, or you're attacking them, or they'll pick things. They're like, oh, you wrote in big caps, it's too much. It's too much for me. Like, I don't, so they play dirty. They're immature. And, I don't know. I think there are some people that are paid, and I think there are people that really believe in what they're doing. But I know those people are, they're full of shit because they don't look at the other side, and they just assume that, these authorities that are telling them information are right. So it's really, it gets really frustrating. So I get on here, I drop a bunch of information, and I have my comments, tagged as spam, and I have them removed, which is fine. Like, I'm not really surprised because I've been doing this for so long. I understand how these people work, and it's just the internet. I mean, they didn't physically hurt me, so anyway. But my question to the trolls is, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you be so confident in your information that you can put your links up and let other people put their links up and let the people decide for themselves? I'm confident in my information enough that I don't think that I need to manipulate the situation, or or I mean, basically, I'll just say manipulate the situation. I know that if I drop my information and, let people look at the information that you have, then, they'll make an informed decision. Fine. It just really goes to show that you have no faith in humanity, and that you think that people other than yourselves are incompetent and stupid, which is just a horrible, idea to have about humanity. And, it sucks. I feel sorry for you. That's really, really sucks. So anyway, and I know, like, for example, Andrew Wakefield, when they say that when they call him names and stuff, I know that they've never read his study, because if they did, they'd see that there was nothing wrong with it. They know that he'd written 130 peer-reviewed papers. They know the real reason why his license was revoked, which is totally, bogus. They would know that he has children and a family, had a really, deep connection with his patients. And, same thing with Rob Snyder. We interviewed him, and he's a new dad. He just had a baby. So he, he started researching, and he wanted to do the right thing. And he's super intelligent, and he's decided not to vaccinate his child either. And now he's in the State Farm commercial, and people rallied, the horrible, evil trolls that you are, rallied to have him removed. You guys are horrible fucking people. What the fuck is wrong with you? You just had a baby. I watch people that have opened up to them, opened up and told stories about how vaccine injury has devastated their families and their, financially, or they had a child that died, or, they were a military and they had an injury, whatever. You guys are horrible fucking people. You don't care. You don't care about anybody but yourselves. It's incomprehensible to me, the kind of evil that you are a part of. And I want to say that the good news is you don't have to be horrible fucking people forever. We were all, people that are anti-vax were all pro-vax at once. Or most of us were, at least anyway. So if you were to admit that you're wrong and actually look into some of the stuff that you're being given, we'd forgive you. We'd forgive you, because we know that, we were there. But anyway, I'm going to leave the links in the bottom. And I hope you guys have a nice day. I will hit you up later. Peace, truth, love you guys. Bye-bye.